Citizens, it is finally here. The Intergalactic Aerospace Expo is in effect, and I missed Drake days more or less. It is very late at night. I'm finally able to get onto the computer and just give it a look-see, rent some ships. I'm gonna go check them out. So I am at Microtech. Just gonna make a quick pop down to the surface and check out the expo. So we're gonna go over to New Babbage. There it is. We're going to go land at New Babbage, and I'm going to go check out the Expo floor. So I'm not going to be taking a lot of ships out. I'm not going to be trying a lot of the Drake ships out today. What I'm going to do is really just kind of take a quick look at the Expo floor, see what the Expo looks like, see how glitchy and air-filled it is. Now, if anyone has never taken part in a free fly event, or specifically the Expo before, there's always going to be errors, partly because it's just a big change, partly because these are things that haven't really been tested, along with things like the issue with just a number of people all in the same place at the same time. I'm expecting this to be laggy. Now, if you are ever at New Babbage and you're trying to find your way, there's the city there. You can see there's this ice lake with this kind of I'll kind of zoom in to be able to show you. These two lines here, these two curved lines heading out. This is the spaceport. It's on the opposite side of the ice lake. That's where we're going. There is a ship there. I don't know who that is. And what we're going to do, if I aim a little bit this way, when you start out in a hab, you're over in this location right here in this building, and you get into a train and you're going to get to the Expo Center, which is right there. We can actually see the little glowy IAE symbol there. And then the train passes through there to this location and then to the spaceport, or you can take the spaceport line, which will go this way, and from the spaceport you'll come through this location to the Expo. Oh, that's a constellation coming in for a landing. That's pretty cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the spaceport. We're just going to fly down and request a landing. Hopefully when we request a landing, our actual landing location will show up. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to head down there. We're going to request a landing. I'm going to come in for a landing. Once that's done, I will join you again on the expo floor and just taking a look, checking it out, seeing what it is like, seeing what is here for Drake. So this is late at night. I just want to rent the ship so that tomorrow when I wake up I'll be able to try out those ships, and I believe Origin ships are next, so we'll check out those as well. My main focus over the next few days during the expo is just going to be looking at the ships on the expo floors. Oh, that was a crime stat ship for a moment. It was popped up red. There's a lot of ships here. Look at all these people. There you go. Who is this? What are they driving? Can't scan them. Well, we'll see. Maybe I won't be able to land. Maybe I'll be shot at before I get a chance in my little Nomad. I mean, I guess I could just target them and see. Oh, that's an NPC. Why can't I target this person? They're too small. Alright, we're going to request a landing. Give me a landing, please. Spaceport. Where will it be?
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
I will indeed. Where should I go? Right there. They've given me the chevron. Awesome. Someone's got a caterpillar. That'll be fun to land in that hangar. That's the one good thing about small ships like this Nomad, is the speed at which you can easily land. Although that is a cool looking ship. Let's see you land. Oh, who locked on me? I don't know. Want to watch you land. That's a slow landing. I'm going to keep going. Here we go. I'm going to go here. Everyone's got their own little place to land. I don't want to tie up all these hangars. So we're going to go in there. Going to put our landing gear down. And land. inside the spaceport now. We are here outside the hangar. So if you have just arrived, you're going to come out of one of these elevator doors here. You can use these ASOP terminals here to store and take out ships. Now, if you've rented ships at the Expo, that's also where you can go and take them out. Now, if your home base is not New Babbage, if your home base is something like Area 18 or Lorville, they will be delivered to that home location. So if you take out a ship, you're going to have to claim it here in order to fly it or fly to that location. Some of the smaller ships, it's not really an issue. If you just got the new cutter, and if you got something like an Aurora, it's definitely only a few seconds in order to claim the ship. But if you got something massive like a Carrack or an 890, it might be quite a long time in order to take out the ship here. So you might want to claim all your ships from where you want to take them out and fly one around. And while you're flying it around, the other ones will be claiming. Now, if you got yourself a ground vehicle, you're going to have to go up these stairs to surface entrance, and that's where you're going to find more terminals to find the surface ships. Now, if we go over here, this is where you can stand and look out over the ice lake. You can watch people taking off and landing. You can see this is the city that we're heading towards, and we're going to head towards this location right here at the Expo. We're going to go check them out. So we got to get to the trains to head over to that part of the city. So what we're going to do, we're going to go down these stairs here, and we're going to just weave our way through. Now, luckily, during the Expo, all those red signs are giving you arrows pointing you the direction you need to go, but it's very easy. You can't get lost in these. There's really only one direction to go, and now we are at these elevators. If these elevators are working, which they seem to be, into the metro loop, and down we go. Now, you could go in either direction in order to get to the Expo. Even though there's arrows down here showing you in one direction, because it is a large loop, the trains will get you there eventually, no matter which one you take. Whoa. Oh, no close. So if you look here, it says go this direction, these arrows here. But if I went here, that train would take me there. Now I can show you on this map over here. The difference is you'd be at the spaceport here, and we'll go down this line, and you'd come through to Aspire Grand, and then around to the Expo, as opposed to going through the Commons to the Expo, which is shorter. So we're going to go this way. We got 30 seconds to wait. This one here, 42 seconds. It's going to be a bit of a wait. I can hear someone's microphone. So we're just going to wait here. 13 more seconds. We're going to get on this train. One good thing about the Expo, one fun thing, is that there's usually so many people checking out the ships during a more busy time, when it's not late at night, that a lot of times it's really fun to have a number of people excitedly on the Expo. So while that's happening, I just realized I'm wearing, oh, I got the googly face not Hill Hormer, was this Parasite helmet? Parasite Dark Birth replica helmet. I'm going to see what clothing I have. Let's get changed for the Expo. Get changed on the train. You know, Drake days. So, you know, maybe this jacket and these pants. Let's do that. Now, hopefully I have shoes. Maybe not. No, barefoot. Barefoot, no shoes. Sounds good. Yeah. Not bad. Good enough. Ooh, let's get some fingerless gloves. There you go. Ready to go. And a beanie. There we go. Ready to buy a ship. Barefoot. Excellent. Ready for Drake days. Someone's left some, looks like medical gowns on the ground. So look at here. What a beautiful view. Heading across the city. There is the nest. That's where you can start out when you're in a hab, when you start out on this location. And this is the Expo Center right here. We're heading right to there. We're going to go underneath that, and then we can get into the Expo Center. Now, the Expo itself is, I believe, underground. So when you get to the Expo Hall, that's considered to be an underground hall that you're going to. So we're going to go out of these. Again, where do we go? If we look over here, it says exit. That's where we go. We're going to go up these stairs. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Oh, train, don't leave. Oh. Alright. I'm at the Aspire Grand. I wasn't really paying attention because I was talking to you guys. We are right here. We need to go this little teeny tiny bit more. So everyone who was watching me do that, yelling at their screens. Yes, I know. I should have noticed because the arrows are pointing this way. Got another 52 seconds. So, that was a mistake I made. My fault. I could run up there. I mean, we only got 56 seconds, but this is kind of a cool place. If you're looking to do some shopping, you want to buy some different clothing, some food, you want to go take a run around the running track, head up to the commons here. It's pretty cool. Here's the running track here. You can run around the corner. Some workout mats. There's someone running right now. The plaza is where all the things are to buy, including some weaponry, I believe. Also, there is Wally's Bar in that direction if you want to go check that out. So it's kind of a cool place. So hopefully, we only got a few seconds left. 7 seconds, perfect timing. See, this person's got shoes. Good for you. You got shoes. I don't have shoes. Into the tram. This is going to be a short one. Come on in, sir. How are you doing? Always got an Expo shirt on. I should get a shirt. I don't have a shirt on. We're going to go buy ourselves an Expo shirt. That'll be the first thing we do as we head to the Expo. This is a quick, short jaunt. Now we're going down, you can see, a little bit lower. And then once we get to the main Expo hall, after that, it's going to be even lower. We're going to get in some elevators and drop down to the actual showroom. So I don't know how they get the ships down there. They must drop through the top. But here we are in the Tobin Center here. Coming up, nice black and red Drake colors this year. That is the theme this year. Let's go get ourselves a shirt. What one do we want? Got the Aegis shirt. No, our side. No, I want an Expo shirt. Although the Argo shirt's kind of nice. Nice orange. There we go. Which one do we want? Do we want the red or the black? Let's go with the red. Buy. How much? 820. That's an expensive shirt. Errors occurred. Alright, it looks like we're not going to be renting the shirts right now. That is definitely a server error when nothing is rentable. So just kind of, we're going to ignore that. I can come back later. I'll buy a shirt later. You can walk around and look at all the little shirts and clothing. Now these are fun, but if you buy these shirts and clothing, they're not going to stick in your account after the next wipe, which will be 3.18. So I wouldn't really bother about it if you really don't. If you don't have the money to spend. This does not bode well. Blurry, blurry. And Apex Hall. We're going to go there. This should be telling you... Oh, there we go. 18th and 19th. Drake in the Apex Hall. Zenith Hall starting tomorrow, which is actually pretty soon. Origin Jump Works. So that's what's coming up next. We're going to... Ooh, there we go. This year's sponsor. Today's featured manufacturer, Drake. So it's backwards, but once it spins around. And then official sponsor, Drake Interplanetary. That's cool. Cool. We'll look at that. Also, yeah. So you can watch some of the videos for some of the ships here. This is a Cutlass steel, showing you that. I think that was a steel, wasn't it? This is new. Little sparklies on the carpet. Those are kind of new. So much little detail in the carpet here on the ground. We can read about Drake. Well, Brave Force... well, I can't read. While the brave forces of UE work diligently to protect all of us from the Empire-level threats, there are still ever-present dangers lurking closer home. Yeah, so this is all Drake's big thing is that you can buy what the military has. The Drake's ships are built for, you know, doing a job, a purpose job. So we're going to head up to the Expo here. Beautiful little starlight up here. The red and black, nice Drake colors. Although I did wish they were red and white, but we have here, ooh, some Corsairs, 3 of them. Why 3 Corsairs? Let's go look at our map here. This isn't blurry, so that's good. Down we got the Dragonfly, we got the Mule. We have a hologram of the Kraken. We got the Corsairs and a Caterpillar. We have the different Cutlasses over here. We have the Vulture. That should... I'm guessing you can just walk on that. I don't think that's going to be flyable. The Cutter, which is a new one. The Herald, the Buccaneer. That's it. Not a lot of Drake ships. Not a lot of massive, huge, taking up the entire space ships for Drake. Their Caterpillar, I think, might be their biggest ship. Until we get the Kraken, which would never fit into a room like this. So, nothing happening on this side. There is some weapons over here, but there's no, like the Apex Hall 3 is not open. So, why is there 3 Corsairs? Is that... I think maybe they thought... I know there's like different paints, so maybe they originally were going to have 3 different paints, but these all look the same. There's not 3 versions of the Corsair. Well, I feel better that I'm not wearing shoes. I mean, you've done the opposite of me, sir. You have the shoes, and that's it. Look at those calves. You don't skip leg day. All right. So I don't know why there's 3 Corsairs. There's only 1 Corsair, but there's 3 Corsairs. 3 Corsairs out of one. Yeah, there's only 1. So I'm tired. I'm starting to ramble. Let's go check out the Corsair. Let's go. Well, here's one's got the ramp open. Let's go up to this Corsair and check it out. Cool, cool, cool. Whoa. Uh-oh. 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 Huh. Uh-oh. How do we fix that? All right, let's go to this Corsair. That does not bode well. What if I close it? Ooh, that closes cool. It kind of like folds. All right, let's try this again. Dude, you want to hit that? You want to open that up? Let's try this. Yes! We fixed it! We did it, buddy! High five! Yes! Cool. All right. This is a pretty big cargo area. What do we got here? Lights on, off? That doesn't look any different. Looks the same. Maybe once I rent this, I'll play around with the lights and we'll try that and figure it out. So these circles on the outside of the ship, does that mean the whole thing rotates in VTOL? Like the Freelancer's supposed to? It doesn't look like that would work because the wings would smack on the ground, but maybe that's the case? Is that the plan for these big circles? This kind of reminds me of like a less annoying version of the Star Runner, where you can't just run and jump through to get to the door. You have to go around, but at least it's not an elevator, but it's like a little step up to get to the next level, which is kind of so the cargo area is a bit lower. That's kind of cool. Yeah, this is a big space. I don't remember. I don't have the stats in front of me, so I don't remember how much SU that holds, but that's a lot of space. And this is a wide ramp. That's really cool. That's really wide. All right, I'm going to follow you guys in. Let's all go through. What is this? It's like an engineering section, maybe? Oh yeah, ooh, those are hydrogen tanks. You got like all your components here. How do we turn the lights on here? Let's try the lights again this time. Room lights. There we go. Oh, no. No? Okay. Airlock? Yes, airlock. Open. Oh, that looks cool. And then, close? Let's close. Oh, okay, that's close and open. Oh, I like how the little lever actually moves. That's cool. Does this lever move? Oh, cool. How do you close it later? How do you close this? Can I reach that? Can I reach that? There we go. You just gotta get really close. That's cool though. I like the lever. That's kind of a cool thing. All right, you got like a armor locker, gun locker there, the docking collar. I don't know. Is this just components in the middle? Yeah, gravity generator. Some lighting issues right here. But like I like the the levers on all the doors. We've got this kitchen here, nice table with the TV monitors on front. Bathroom. Again, let's try the lights. Again, no. Got like a shower. That's not opening for me. Maybe the rental will be better. When I take out the rental, I'll try that out. Ooh, little bedrooms. So you don't have like, you know, the bunk. Like most Drake ships, everyone just like lay on your bed, but you have your own little room. That's great. So how many rooms you got? 3 rooms. What's this? What's this? What is this? What's these do? Oh, these are, ooh. These are elevators. Surface. Cool. mess hall. Roof? Ooh, let's check that out. You can go to the roof? Whoa, that's, I mean, why? Why? But it looks cool. I like that. That's kind of cool. Yeah, see, these look like they should rotate. Do they rotate? Someone let me know. You can rent it, but I don't want to rent it right now. I want to just kind of look around. You got like a remote turret there. I like that. You don't have a window for someone to get shot at. That's a remote turret. Maybe this is roof access so that when salvage and repair, when you're using your multi-tool, you can repair damage to the top of your ship. That would make sense. This is cool with these levers. Go back to the mess hall. How come mess hall is written twice, but roof and surface only get it once? Let's go here. So we got 3 red bedrooms, and now we have turrets. Yeah, side turrets. Cool. Keep forgetting I'm barefoot. Ooh, that's funny. We can see the. How do I power you on? Power off. Only power off? Power on. Alright, we will figure that out later. I like that you can see whoever has a crime stat outside of the Expo Center. That's funny. So they always open weird. I'd love to see someone else get into the turrets. I can see that animation. Again, the Drake aesthetic of bare wires and everything sticking through. That made no sound coming through that door. Ooh, so this must be the captain's quarters. I like that Drake's like, you get your own quarters, captain, but, you know, they're the same. It's just you get slightly quieter because you're not right by everyone eating. And we're in here, into the front. Yeah, I'm sure there were storage lockers in those rooms. I didn't check in them. We have Drake co-pilot and pilot seat. So the co-pilot seat. Oh, it's... Ooh. Oh. There's our guy with his shoes on. Cool. Pretty good field of view. I mean, obviously you can't see up because you're sitting underneath someone. Oh, there's a fan over your head. Keep you cool. Yeah, cool. I like it. You know, a good number of MFDs. Lots of little levers and doodads. I like its HOTAS, you know. Something different than what everyone else is doing, it looks like. I like it. This is cool. I like this a lot. Alright. I know I'm holding judgment on overall how I feel this ship till I fly it. I'm assuming this ship is going to be kind of wonky, but apparently it's, at least until, you know, the nerf that it will happen, of course. Oh, I'm having issues with my camera. There we go. Let's power this puppy on. Exterior lights on. Wings, extend, retract, so you can do that. I'm sure Alt-K would work with that also. Where's power? Disable, coupled flight. Because my initial power-up didn't work. Alright, well, we'll do that later. Yeah, it's got a bunch of MFDs here. Looks like one laying on the floor. That'd be funny if that one works. Does it work? Oh, what if that works? What if that's hilarious that it's down there and it works? We'll check that out. This is it. Field of view, not bad on that, but that's the Drake Corsair. I don't know why there's 3 of them here. I think it's maybe because, you know, otherwise how are you going to fill up the floor with ships if you only have one of every Drake ship out here. So we're going to go to the surface again. We're going to take the elevator now instead of the ramp. Going to have to read those warning labels later. So that's the Cutlass. Oh, not Cutlass. Ooh. The Corsair. We have the Caterpillar here. Now the Caterpillar I'm not going to run through. We all know the Caterpillar. It's a pretty awesome ship, but it's going to take a long time. This will be a massive video for me just to do that. Let's go downstairs first, and then we'll head through the Cutlass area, and after that we'll head through the newer ships, the Cutter and some of the smaller ships that are around. So coming through here, we got the Dragonflies. I was really hoping there'd be a referral bonus. There's usually a referral bonus a lot of times as Dragonfly. That would have been pretty cool. Really good for a lot of new citizens. Over here's the Mule, which I have never seen in game like this. In the last free fly, it wasn't working for me. I couldn't rent it, and I couldn't even see it because it was in that closed red shipping container box. It's a lot smaller than I thought. Kind of cute though. So we'll rent one of those. We'll take one of those out. We will see here the massive, ridiculous Kraken. Now Drake, as I said, doesn't have a lot of big ships, but they have the big boy here, the Kraken. Look at this. So this here is huge. This is a ship. Ooh, it's got the cool Kraken logo on it. Now let's just do it this way. Can we get a good view of this way? There we go. Like, look at this. Look at this ship. Like, it's got all these landing pads on it. It is massive. Now, who knows when this ship will be in game? And this is one where I know a lot of people with money, not me, will buy this ship if possible. But to get this ship is pretty hard because this is definitely a limited hull ship. So buying this with cash is incredibly expensive and incredibly hard. So one day this thing will be in game and you'll be able to get this in game. You'll be able to, you could be a person who started the game with just an Aurora, or maybe you're going to get this new cutter, work your way up to bigger ships, making more money, and one day in game you could buy this ridiculous ship. That's crazy. The Kraken is just mind-blowing. So we're going to head back up to the ships that are rentable and flyable in game now. We're going to go this way, run by the Mule here. I'm going to try this ship out, drive the Mule around. I haven't driven it. I don't think you can use little front forks. I don't think you can really move cargo around yet, but when you can move cargo around, maybe the Mule is going to be pretty useful in a hangar for just moving boxes around, but I don't see how it's going to be more useful than a handheld tractor beam. So we will see. All right, I believe this is Cutlasses over here. We're going to go look at the Cutlasses, and then we're going to go to the last room for Drake Days, and that will be it for this video. Just checking out, looking at what is available, and then when I wake up in the morning, I'll do the same thing again with the Orion, but I'm going to rent some ships if I can get the renting to work. I might have to do a little bit of server hopping, but here we are, Cutlasses. Yeah, so I'm going to be renting the Drake ships and testing those out as well. Just really only some of the new ones. I'll be testing the Mule, I'll be trying out the Cutter and the Corsair. So this is the Steel. This is the Steel, yeah, this one. Yeah, this is the, in my opinion, the most overpriced and most useless of all the Cutlasses. You can't really do cargo running because you just got it full of seats here. I mean, these guns will be fun. You have 3 of them, I believe. Yeah, you have these ones on the side here, which, how do I deploy though? Oh, actually there's 2 on each side. Deploy. There we go. So then they become active. So, I mean, if you had people and you were flying around taking out troops on the ground, like actual people running around, and you just did a strafing run with these guns, that would be pretty awesome. I do agree that would be really fun. But for me and my gameplay style, that's pretty limited. So we have this rear end mainly holding ground troops. So you clear the ground, you land, everyone gets up and runs out, and off you go. The Drake Cutlasses are all pretty similar when you get into the front here. So this one has a turret here, a couple beds, and then we have gun rack here, and we have the pilot, co-pilot seats, and they kind of lift up and bring you up into the air so that you can see out the windows and then drop back down when you're getting out. Really easy ships to fly. I do like the Cutlasses. Now, I originally didn't. I don't like their look. Even though I like a lot of Drake ship looks, there's something about the Cutlass I'm not a fan of. They do have VTOL, so these pods rotate when you're pressing K to take off and land. We do have the rescue here. This is kind of a cool one. It is, again, kind of a lot of space taken up in the back. However, you could fit something small in the back here. And then we have 2 med bays, or med beds, I should say, and 2 docking collars. So it does make the ship kind of useful for doing rescue operations, and you can still carry something in the back and do some cargo hauling. Again, now the big difference here is we've got a bathroom instead of the turret, 2 beds, gun racks, and pilot and co-pilot seat. That part there, all pretty much the same. I can't run out the side because of the docking collars. So we have now those. Which ones are which? We'll just go up here. This will be just Oh, that's a steel. Heading the wrong way. Let's go this way. Now we're looking at the Cutlass Black. Now, if you're going to get a Cutlass, I personally think this is the one you should go for. Again, I would say in-game. I mean, it is like a $100 ship, but it's a cool ship. You can do quite a bit. You can do rock mining in here. You can't use a rock DS. Rock DS will not fit in here, but why would you want to use rock DS anyways? When the steel came out, they replaced all the little buttons for loading and unloading ramps. They made them a bit better, where they're easier to use. This looks different though. Did this change? Maybe not. Maybe. It's been a while since I've flown a Cutlass, but got a lot of space here. You can put a rock in here. You can put other vehicles in here. The side axis is pretty useful for quickly getting out and dropping things out. When you're doing something like Xeno Threat, when you're transporting goods, someone could be flinging things in here with a tractor beam through the open doors. It makes it really cool. In here again, now we're going back to a turret and 2 beds and the co-pilot and pilot seat. So this is a turret as opposed to the bathroom in the rescue. And then we're going to look at the last one, which is the Cutlass Blue, and that's this one up here. Now, Cutlass Blue, the coolest feature it has is that it's got like the flashing police lights on the tops and sides, so you can use those to be a policeman. It's kind of like the spinner. If you're looking at something like Blade Runner, that's my equation of what this is. Again, space enough for a small vehicle in here or cargo running. Now, currently not a super good use for this because currently you can't use these, but when you can subdue people or have them quit and give up and surrender, as opposed to having just to blow them up and kill them, you're going to be able to put people into these pods here. So this is like, think like Han and Carbonite. You can take people, there's like 6 pods here, there's 6 pods here. You're going to be able to shove people into these and keep them around. Now this guy just trying to shove me around. It's kind of annoying. We've got some docking collars on either side, and then we're going to go into here and look, and we have, again, turret, 2 beds, pilot, co-pilot, a much different, more open canopy. You can see it's a big sheet of glass as opposed to the windows in the other Drakes. So I'm going to get in this one. It will raise us up. You can see here the field of view here. Massive, massive field of view. Pretty good. I mean, the biggest issue is all the screens in front of you taking up your vision. So that is it. The Drake Cutlass ships. Hello, sir. We're going to go back out this way, and we're going to head to the next room. Where's the exit? There it is. We're going to go this way, and we're going to check out the last ships on the Drake floor for today, and that will be it. Pretty exciting. I still don't know why there's 3 Corsairs, unless it's just to fill up the floor, but if they were going to do that, they should have you know, included the different paints and did it that way. Also, I mean, that broken ramp and the fact that there's issues trying to rent them, apparently, where you have to be in the exact right spot to rent them. I'll have to figure that out later. That is a bit of an issue. So here is the Vulture. Now, I just got a Vulture. I'm very excited about that. So I'm hoping that in 3.18 we can actually take this out and give it a try. So the Vulture, you can get in there through a ramp access in the back, or you can use there you go, use the ladder. I almost call it an elevator. Use the ladder and climb around on top of the ship. Now this is another ship like the Corsair where you get to run around on the outside and kind of check things out. This one, then we can get into the ship somehow. There we go. Open door. Can I just walk through? No. So I'm going to have to get into the pilot seat. Somehow. Let me sit in you. There we go. And then once in there, then I'm going to have to get out to get into the ship from this direction. That's kind of annoying. Alright, so let's get out of the ship now. Wait, is it going to exit free? Oh, it's getting me outside. Alright, we'll go through the ramp. I'm sure there's a way to get to the back. I'll just have to choose exit to the back, I assume. Let's jump off here. These VTOL look very similar to what I've seen for the cutter. Alright, we're going to go open this. Yeah, so in the video they talked about those being like cutter style, but I think the cutter ones were square on both sides, weren't they? I'm going to go in here. Not a huge storage area. Now, when you do salvage, you're going to be able to make compact little boxes and shove them out here and put them in your cargo grid. So when you're doing salvage, that's how you're going to be able to store your goods. It's going to be kind of interesting. I think it's going to be kind of a fun little gameplay loop that once you've stripped hulls, you're going to have to then every once in a while empty this to continue going. I think that's, in my opinion, kind of a cool gameplay loop. You could fit little vehicles in here. Like, definitely you could fit like a hover quad, and like maybe a mule would fit in here, and like the PTV, like little things like that. It's cool. It's not really designed for transporting vehicles, but you could when you get in there. I'm assuming that even though the cargo grid technically is over here, you could just jam this thing full of cargo eventually. Let's go into this door. Again, levers like the Corsair, but these levers don't move, so hopefully eventually there's a gold pass and these levers move when you use them. We're going to go up this ladder here. Not a big ship, a little ship. I mean, think like a prospector. It's just like a little single-person ship, but we're in here. We got components in here. Drake bed, Drake kitchenette, which is kind of a nice touch. A little washroom with good thing you duck down to get into this little tiny shower. That's hilarious. I mean, there we go. Yep. Really, really perfect height if you need to have a shower. Excellent. Let's take a screenshot of that. That might be my Drake review screenshot there. That's awesome. Not a big space, but again, you don't really need a big space. You are here to do some work. This is your workplace. And we're back into the opening. So that's it. The Vulture. Super excited about that. When it comes out in game, that's when I'm going to be doing a lot more on this ship and checking it out truly and seeing how things work. Now, where is... There we go. I don't see how I missed a doorway in a closet-size area. Cool ship. Cool-looking ship. But now we're going to head to... Let's look at these. Yeah, see, these are more square. I don't know why the video said they're, like, Vulture-inspired. Again, these are VTOL. These will rotate. I assume that's why I think the Corsair at least should. I don't know if it does. But it's got these VTOL here. It's got a cool snub face. So this is the new cutter. This is the new starter ship. Surprisingly low priced for a starter ship of this size. Haven't seen it in person yet. Is that... It's got little windows? Is that what those are? Let's look at how this looks when we fold this open. Little button. Oh, I like... Do you see that? There's like little... Right here. There's little like clamps that kind of disengage and allows you to unlock that. Oh, we missed that animation. When I close it, watch up there. That's a nice little touch on that animation. Where those little things snap into place. I like that. That's cool. Fairly quick ramp. I like that. I like that it's low to the ground. This is something I like to say about the Corsair also. I love how low to the ground it is. I think it's ridiculous how many ships are up in the air that you can run underneath them. I know people might think, well, we got to land on rocky terrain. No, just find a flat place to land. The low landing gear makes sense. It's like the difference between having like a raised truck versus having like a regular vehicle. It makes more sense to have it on the ground. If you're going to go off-road, you're flying, so you don't have to worry about it. Just find a better place to land. I like the low landing gear. They make so much more sense to me. So these are a bunch of components. There's a button. So little retaining bars move out of the way, and then you can access the components in there, but they're held in by these bars. That's kind of neat. Not big at all. I mean, it's a starter. It's got 4 SEO cargo. I wasn't expecting it to be big, but this is a lot smaller than I thought it would be. I don't think... I was wondering if this would compete with something like the Nomad as far as being able to like transport vehicles. This will not fit a rock. I'd be very shocked if I can fit a rock in here. This is super tiny. Got a little cargo grid, I think, on this side, so you can still walk through this way. But, I mean, again... With physicalized cargo, you could shove a bunch of stuff onto this side too. You're just going to have to deal with not being able to get past it in order to get in and out of the ship. But it'd be good if one day these nets are actually useful too. But yeah, this is cool. It's got enough space. You could definitely fit like a hover quad in here or a PTV something like that would fit in there no problem. I don't think a Dragonfly would fit in here. It's a little bit too short. We're going to come in here. We got our little storage area here. Open. What's this do? Open. What's this do? Hello? What's this do? I don't know. Is this a washroom? It's not opening. Oh, it's locked? I don't know. It's locked. We'll worry about it later. I remember in the video it was pointed out that this is like a little like reading light. I would never have noticed that there. Got like storage lockers here, gun lockers, and we've got more components here, and we've got our little pilot seat here, which we're going to get in and raise up. Now, as much as I'm not a fan of the seats where you sit in and then they spin you around, at least this one's lifting you up into an area, so that makes more sense. So let's take a look around here. Good field of view. Yeah, we got deploy. What's deploying? What is deploying? Landing gear. Oh. Canopy armor. Deploy. What's that do? Nothing. Again, I'll try that out when I rent it. The ship floor models tend to be more janky than everything else, especially if people are locking and unlocking things or kind of doing things that the ship isn't really set up for. So I'm not really worried about that. When I rent this, we'll figure out what that does, and we'll really take this ship and put it through spaces. But yeah, it's more than I expected in some ways, but this is the thing that kind of surprised me. I thought it would be still this distance from here to here. I thought it would be that much more. I thought it would be just a little bit longer, but pretty cool. And I remember seeing that there is potential variants for the cutter, but there is no current variant available. Again, 3 of them, and they're all the same. Why wouldn't you at least put different paints on them so people can see the different paints? And this is in flight mode, but VTOL, those will be facing down, so that's kind of cool. Check out that. We're going to go, again, another cutter. We're going to go here. We got like the Herald and the Buccaneer, and that'll be the last 2 ships we're looking at. This one we don't see in the verse because it's really not useful. It's fast. You want to go fast a straight line. Here's how. You put all of your engines, the massive engines, on a seat, and you strap in and hope that you don't blow up. So if we... I can't even open that door here. If we were to... Here, I'll just rent this ship. If possible, let's see if if the servers are working. Rent. Error has occurred. So I'm going to try a new server to try to get the renting to work. But, yeah, it's a seat with a giant engine. It's good if you want to data run, I believe is what it's used for. If you want to get somewhere really fast without anyone catching you, if you want to out-accelerate everyone, this is a cool ship. But it's one that no one really flies. This is, again, massive engines on basically a piece of wet tissue paper, the Drake Buccaneer. And yet, this ship is awesome. I never really gave this ship much thought until recently, and I tried it out, and I had so much fun. The amount of firepower on this little tiny ship is super fun. I like this. This is a ship that I went from going, why would anyone fly this, to going, why doesn't everyone fly this? Because it is super fun. I really want to take this ship out also on something like the new racetracks when they come out, because it's just so fast to accelerate. So there we are. That's a cool ship, and that is Drake Days, day 1 of the Expo. This has been an incredibly long video. This is why I'm not going to be putting out videos doing reviews or showing a lot of my test flights. Those eventually will come out later when I've taken some ships. If I found something cool, I might do one with the Corsair. But I mean, there's so many videos I'm sure already out there on YouTube with the Corsair. I'm definitely going to take the cutter out and try that out and really see what I feel about that. Everyone will know whether or not they like the cutter and whether they're going to buy a cutter by now, because it is the ship that's given to all the people that are taking part in the free fly who have never played Star Citizen before. So try that ship out. What do you think of it? Do you think you're going to get one? If you are looking to get into the verse and you are thinking, what ship should I get? I'm going to actually say, even though I haven't flown it yet, I'm still going to say the cutter is the choice for you, because if you get the cutter for the current price of $45, and that gets you the ship and the game, and if you're doing the War Bond, I believe it has 10-year insurance. I don't believe it's the lifetime insurance version. I believe it's just 10-year insurance, which is still more than you'll ever need. You can upgrade that ship, and you can get a better ship in the future and save money just by having bought that at a discount before you do the cross chassis upgrade. So it is a cool ship, and this is the Drake ship. So that is it. That is it for day 1. I have only done this, so tomorrow on day 2 I'll actually be able to try some of these ships out. So I'm going to try to get these rented, make sure I can rent them, but at least tomorrow they'll be rentable as well. Hopefully maybe they'll do a little hot fix and fix some of the issues, like the fact that you run through those ramps there. And until then, hopefully everyone is taking part in the free fly and having an awesome time. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, citizens. Good night. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your support. And until Origin Days, have a good flight, everyone. Goodbye.